You know, there's a fear that almost nobody talks about openly, and yet it controls the lives of so many people. It's the fear of joy. And the strange thing is, most people don't even realize that they're afraid of being happy. Actually, they usually believe that they've spent their whole life trying to reach happiness. But if you look deeper, very often people unconsciously avoid joy, because somewhere inside there's a feeling, if things become too good, something bad will happen. Now think about this honestly. Have you ever experienced that? When life finally starts going well, but instead of peace, you suddenly feel anxiety, as if your mind says, "This is too good. Something is wrong." And then you begin waiting for the downfall, problems, loss, disappointment, punishment, as if happiness always has a price. And this is one of the deepest hidden programs that quietly destroys people's lives, because as long as there is fear of joy inside, a person can never fully open themselves to life. They will unconsciously hold good things back. Now let's go deeper. Where does this fear even come from? First, very often it begins in childhood, when moments of joy were followed by pain. A child felt happy, safe, relaxed. And then suddenly there was conflict, shame, anger, punishment, emotional pain. And the nervous system learned, don't relax, don't feel too happy. It's dangerous to feel good. Then the person grows up, but the program stays second. In many families, joy itself was treated as something suspicious. If you're too happy, you're irresponsible, too carefree, not serious enough. And slowly the person learns that tension feels correct, while ease and joy feel unsafe. Third, many people became so used to stress that calmness itself feels unfamiliar. So the nervous system unconsciously returns to what feels familiar, even if that familiar state is suffering, because for the human mind, familiar pain often feels safer than unfamiliar happiness. And this is where things become really interesting. A person may consciously want happiness, while unconsciously fearing it, and that's when self-sabotage begins. When life gets good, people start overthinking, creating problems, ruining relationships, overworking themselves, starting conflicts, or simply losing the ability to enjoy the moment. Because deep inside, it feels too dangerous to simply be happy. Now let's make this practical. How do you begin healing this? First, start noticing anxiety after good moments. This is extremely important. Most people never notice this connection, but watch yourself carefully. When something good happens, what happens inside you? Do you relax, or do you immediately expect problems? That is where the mechanism hides. Second, stop automatically expecting the downfall. Consciously interrupt it. When your mind says, "This won't last," something bad is about to happen. This feels too good. Pause. And ask yourself, is this reality or an old emotional program? And most of the time, it's the old program speaking. Third, practice staying inside good feelings a little longer. For many people, joy is something the nervous system must relearn. Try not to escape the good moment immediately. Don't distract yourself. Don't minimize it. Don't search for problems. Just stay there, even for 1 minute longer, then a little more. This is how the nervous system slowly learns that safety can exist without tension. Fourth, allow yourself to live well without guilt. This is a huge one, because many people carry beliefs like, if I'm happy, I'm selfish. If life feels too good, I'm missing something. I shouldn't relax too much. But the truth is, joy is not a mistake, not weakness, not danger, not selfishness. It is a natural state of a living human being. Fifth, begin creating a new inner connection. Not joy equals danger, but joy equals life. And yes, this takes time, because the nervous system needs new experiences, but this is exactly how people slowly leave, the constant expectation of punishment. Now the most important part, Imagine how much energy is lost. When a person constantly fears losing good things, they never fully relax, never fully open to life, never allow themselves to truly feel, and that makes life extremely limited. But when a person slowly stops fearing joy, something very important appears inside trust in life. Not naive positivity, but a calm inner feeling. I do not need to constantly expect disaster, and that changes the nervous system deeply. A person stops living in constant emotional defense. There is more warmth, more presence, more aliveness, and life begins feeling completely different. If you recognized yourself in this video, write in the comments, "I allow myself joy." That matters. You are creating a new emotional state, and make sure to subscribe, because we'll continue exploring the hidden mechanisms that quietly control people's lives. And yes, watch this videos again, not as motivation, but as a moment of honest self-recognition, because sometimes one hidden program can keep a person away from real life for years. And remember, you don't need to expect punishment for happiness. Life can feel safe, even when things are good, because anything is possible.